Well, well, you hearing the noise? You know it's just me and my boy getting it in. This is Universal Citizens, beautiful people, and we welcome y'all back for another episode. As usual, I got my three pillars on here. What's happening, CJ?
What's going down, man? I just realized my phone going dead. You know we can't do nothing without these phones. I need my charger.
Well, man, go get your charger, man. We got time. Renee, what's popping? What's percolating over there?
Hey, it's election week, man. We nervous. We trying to see what's going on.
It is. It is election week.
Are you really nervous?
Are you nervous?
He must not be.
Must not be sure. Well, as usual, y'all know this show is always sponsored by A Humble Center. Make sure y'all get on Instagram. Lord have mercy. Amazon/Kindle and copy your get you a copy of that. And make sure you follow all us on social media. You got myself at TRoach_318, Renell at Renell J, my man CJ at A_humble_center. And follow the page at Universal_Citizens318. So make sure y'all jump on there. So you say it's election week. That's where we at with. That's the buzz in the room right now. That's the elephant in the room, so to speak.
That's the hot topic this week. It's like, hey, you know, the crazy thing, they always say this is the most important election, but it's like we got the COVID, you got Trump, you got a lot of stuff going on. You got the ballots getting mailed out. Like, we still mailing ballots in 2020. But hey,
man, you got some folks that live out there in the sticks that can't, you know what I'm saying? They might be disabled.
So is that who that's for, Ross?
I think like for the disabled, it's supposed to be. I mean, like, you know, for people that might not be able to.
Check this out, though. For the disabled, I get that they can't go to the polls and everything, but I think that they could do something on the internet.
What if you say, like I said, what if you in the sticks and your internet, like, what if?
So then, if we're talking about the ones that's in the sticks.
but what about the people you say that stay out of town?
That's what I'm saying, like the ones that
I don't really understand, like, people who stay out of town and then, like, they voting back in their hometown. Because I'm kind of like, how long are you out of town? If you out of town just in this election day and you want to vote for a month or two, I guess I get it, but I get that part, but I don't know what we do for the people who live out far in the country. I don't know.
I mean, the mail-in thing would probably have to be the best way to do it, because, you know, that damn pony ain't gonna start around. It'll pull up.
The thing made me feel like we still riding horses or something.
That's why I said that pony gonna pull up. That pony gonna still
The
pull
Pony
up.
Express?
That pony gonna pull up and drop that mail off. I tell you what, I bet you they still get them damn bills.
Well, let me ask you this: who is sitting there hand counting these votes?
Nobody.
They're dropping them in the thing.
I'll be like this.
I mean,
come on, like, I'm sure we all done had jobs where you had to at least count something at some point, and we all done kind of been like, is that 23 or 20? Oh, shit.
yeah. Hey.
You just kind of, so you know it got to be the same way when you count some damn ballots, especially if you got to do it by hand. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, so well, look, that can go on and throw us into the first topic. We're going to go ahead and get into what's known as the rabbit hole. So how do y'all feel about conspiracy theories and what's y'all stances on? Now, me personally, look, let me, I always got to take a step back and take a breath when it comes to this kind of shit. Man, I've seen a lot of things, like, you know, you pick up and you see a lot of things on the internet. Basically, what it comes down to with me, when it comes to these conspiracy theories, I think you need to go ahead and, like, definitely look into them. But I feel like you have to do your own research with looking into whatever it is. You don't take whatever you go and see on YouTube or Instagram or whoever you follow. Don't take what you see and you know what I'm saying, like, take it as the gospel. Like, take what they say, and then go do your own research and then form your own opinion, and then that's what I feel about it. Some of them are a little far-fetched. Then I'm gonna throw one out there like the whole flat earth thing. Like, man, I'm like, come on, man. Like, I don't really know, but I don't feel like the damn earth is flat. You know, that was a big one. That was a hot one. Man, it's so many. Like, come on, I know my man can help me. I don't know which side you is on this damn screen, but I know my man can help me.
Look, let Renell go.
Yeah. Let's let one of these wet behind the ears brothers go on.
You and Chess, y'all always talk about this rabbit hole, and y'all always kind of like preference, like, man, is you ready to go down there? So I'm like, is this the rabbit hole, or is like the what that thing is, the Bermuda Triangle, where they go in there and you never come out? So it's like, but I wish I was some of them. Like the biggest one I think I always kind of thought about was like, it's two of them really. Do they control the weather? Because it's like, they can tell you when a hurricane coming. Why all the tornadoes coming through Oklahoma? You know, they got Tornado Alley. And then it's like the climate. It's like they always say how bad the climate is. So it's like, are we really in a bubble where they controlling the weather? That's always been one I thought about. And then it's like the whole, is it aliens? Is it the Area 51? Is it a Thor out there? Is it the Incredible Hulk? It's like, you gotta think about it, Ross.
Do we have Avengers? Where is Captain?
Yeah, it's Avengers out there. It's Thanos out there. Because it's like, man, they say it's like 1 billion stars, and all these stars pretty much represent little planets. And it's like, for you to think that you're the only planet sustaining life, it'll kind of be like, man, it's just like, and then where are these movies coming from? My always been like, is it really aliens out there? And I got to think, like, you know, you got people saying they've been abducted by aliens, and it's like, man, was it? You know, like, so my whole thing, the rabbit hole is kind of like, I feel like this with the rabbit hole. If you can think it, don't dismiss it, but don't get too caught up in it. But hey, just my dad always say, never say no. That's how I feel about all this stuff. Never say no.
Yeah. I mean, you just gotta be open-minded. One thing that is interesting, you say something about the aliens, but it's like, it made me really kind of like start thinking like, it's gotta be some more shit to something in this life. It's like when you really get into the whole breakdown of like the universe and all that shit, like you talking about the stars, like we in one galaxy. It's so many different galaxies out there, and it's like you said, man, you ain't no way you gonna sit there and tell me we the only damn thing living and breathing, and you got all these different galaxies and quasars and all this stuff, whatever the hell, like black holes and all this other kind of stuff. You mean tell me we the only ones out here breathing and living?
So,
man.
So it's safe to say that y'all both believe that it's aliens out there.
Yes, we are not alone. And that's what the X-Files you say, we are not alone.
To some degree.
To some degree. So y'all believe that we went to the moon?
Man, I don't know. Did we?
Believe that? I feel like, watch this, I feel like about that, like by now they are going to the moon, like if they want to, like.
Well, I mean, I think about it like whenever you see all these, like, you know, these shuttle launches and all that, it's like obviously they going up there. Something is going up there. So
Ross, what about this, Ross? I told Renell, I said, man, the first time I can remember just really going down the rabbit hole with some doggone conspiracies.
I know you.
The freaking Illuminati.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah. Look, should we be talking about this?
The boogeyman.
Hey, what about this though? For real though. Now, anybody know this too, bro? Anybody know that was back with us in what? 08, man, 09, 2010, bro, that time? Mm-hmm. Everybody was talking about the Illuminati.
Oh, it was hot. It was hot.
Nobody talk about that no more.
It didn't die off.
It off, and it's like, I mean, every now and then I think nowadays it's more so like a joke. Like, you know, not look, hey, Mr. Illuminati man, Mr. Boogeyman. Ain't saying you a dope. Look, but it's like you'll see people like, oh hell, he in the Illuminati, or you know what I'm saying? Like you even hear rappers put certain things in there, like they'll address, like they'll say something about Illuminati, like Travis Scott said on one of them damn albums. What he say, Illuminati, this might be the album to make him drop me. On the first on Rodeo. He said on Rodeo.
What
and
he
it's
say?
like one eye open, Illuminati. This might be the record or something to make them drop it. It's like,
okay, so check this out. Check this out. This is one of them that look. I'm gonna go in. You just made me think about one of them. And honestly, cause let's just put it out there. I think that I don't know about the Illuminati, but are there like secret societies that run the world that like get together and plan the outcome of the world for the next 10 years type of thing? Yes, I do believe that.
yeah.
But as far as like them celebrities, and no, really it's the celebrities. Check this out, because it ain't just the music piece. What's up with the one-eye picture tape?
I mean, it's look, okay, look.
Hold on, look, check this out. The other morning, son, I'm in the kitchen whistling, Don't Worry, Be Happy. And Betty asked me about like the song or whatever, and I was like, oh, let me play it for you on my thing.
Are you talking about the original? Because apparently I hear Duval got a remake.
Oh, no, I don't know about Duval. I'm talking about the real.
So you talking about, okay, you talking about Bobby McFerrin. Shout out to Bobby McFerrin.
If you go look up that song right now, he is on the album cover behind whatever it is covering one eye. And it's like, I was like, no, not the Don't Worry song.
not the feel good song.
So look, you can go and find
Alicia Keys' Diary.
Artists who have done albums. You can go look at magazine covers. You can go look at book covers. You can go look at that one-eye symbolism on a lot of stuff. You can't tell me that it don't mean something.
What about y'all boy used to do it? Jim Jones.
I'm not talking about that one right there.
They do like this on what they were doing.
I mean, but
Jim Jones was also a blood. That's a blood, thing.
Well, that's also to be debated whether his affiliation, but we ain't gonna get into that. That's a whole nother look. I ain't gonna be Funk Flex. They on your boy head, by the way, too, Renee.
Which one? You they on?
Flex, man. They on his neck right now.
Oh, yeah, don't flex.
We'll talk about that later. But anyway, it's like what you doing. They say that means something, like that means something to it. Not even do nothing to do with no blood, but then when you do it over your eyes, like, man, I don't know. Yeah. But my thing is, if you got questions, like if you, like you said, Chelsea, you see that and you like, what's up with that? It's like if you always have a question, then that should let you know that it's something a little bit deeper than just what you're seeing. Like, cause you see too many people doing it. Like, you see people do the this right here, and it's like, I know all y'all don't know nothing about no damn University of Texas. So you know what I mean? Like, all y'all don't like the damn Longhorns. So what's up with that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just little stuff like that.
One I just saw when I was just looking at this before we got on, that like I didn't know nothing. I mean, I had heard about the Denver airport.
Oh, the thing that's outside the horse.
Man, look, I had heard that they got stuff on the inside, and when I read the thing, it's really got a lot of stuff about that place that's weird. But then when I saw that horse, I was like, what in the hell?
they say something, I don't know exactly, but something about the horse got something to do with like the devil. Like
they call it they call it Lucifer.
Yeah, because the eyes like do some weird
At
shit.
nighttime, son. I think, like, first of all, it's just a huge blue horse. Please go look it up if you've never seen it. It's quite.
Take it out. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think at nighttime, son, the eyes light up red.
Yeah, the eyes go red. Yeah. And they said something like about how the horses. I don't know. I'm not even going. I don't know.
It's a story behind it. It's a story behind it.
But like y'all say though, like when it's good, it's evil out there too. what the famous quote said in Vampire in Brooklyn? You need to do it with the evil. Like, and he was basically saying
Flip
like,
flop, do the flip flop shit. That flip flop.
yeah. So it's like, man. I guess you got both out there. So the Illuminati, like you say, like the thing with Ross say, it's like, man, it can't be that much of a coincidence that we can find all the celebrities doing something like this. Like, it's like I never done that in my life. So it's like you saying and telling me that every celebrity got a picture like that. You're like, what is going on? Like,
I can remember when Alicia Keys came out with her second album.
Diary of Alicia Keys. That's what I said earlier. She behind
CDs don't too.
Man, it's so many of them.
Bro, look, let me tell you this.
Broke your heart.
If you can name them, and look, if they do music,
drop names in the comments. Don't cut them off, but I hate to cut y'all, but drop names in the comments of all the people, and I can promise you can find something.
Oh, bro, I can just think about one thing. Off the top of my head, I know Alicia Keys on that album. I know Rihanna did it on one of her albums.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Jay-Z, T.I.
And y'all getting ready. Y'all getting ready for the versus challenge.
Who with T.I. and them?
Juicing y'all up.
That's I think Jesus has done it before too.
Man, I'm telling you, shot.
Yeah.
You do better telling me who ain't done it.
There you go, Spitter. Come on.
Yeah. I seen one time.
Don't make me get on my platform.
You know who else just popped in my head? I seen one time. Oh boy, Robin Williams.
He did.
He had a picture one time where he had that one-eye shit going on, and it's like, I'm telling you, if you look at all the celebrities that just went through their pictures of like when they do GQ or if they do this or that magazine.
It's something. It's just something. Like, and they say like, when they, like if you catch them, like say if you see a celebrity and they sitting and they got their hands, man, I feel like I'm giving up too much right now. Like if they got their hands down like that or something, but then, you say you had Jay-Z with throwing the diamond up, like everybody was doing that, man. All I'm gonna say is just do your own research. Like, I mean, you form your own opinion and you go from there. That's my take on it. Like, you form your own opinion. Don't be foolish.
So, Ross, do you think they controlling the weather?
I mean, man, let's just think about the way that I don't know how weather works. I know it's a lot of math involved, but it's just kind of strange to me how you can tell me like if it's gonna rain next Friday or next Thursday. I mean, I don't know.
Ooh, check this out, son. Check this out. The other day, I don't know if y'all got this on y'all new update, but I bet you did on just an update you just did on your phone.
I did it today. Yeah.
It was raining Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday, yeah. And I was looking at the weather app on my phone, and man, that thing told me that it was gonna stop raining like 40 minutes, and then 40 minutes after that, it was gonna start drizzling again. And like it was like that detailed in the time frame, like in 17 minutes it's gonna start back raining. And it's needed.
Now, let me say this. I threw the weather out there, but I can't say this. It's been a lot of times they've been wrong on the weather too. And you be like, man, they said it was gonna do this and do that. And I was told that they kind of look at like, let's say a cold front in California today. They know by Sunday it's gonna be here, and they try to predict it like that. So, but I just always told that, what is it, HAARP? That we like in a bubble maybe or something, or, so it's like, with the whole conspiracy theories, I just feel like, man, you just always got to realize you don't know nothing when you think about what you think you know. Like, you don't know half of what you think you know. So the rabbit hole, hey, it's there.
It's deep.
It's deep. I'm about to pull something off, Ross. He don't think I can do it.
Now, while you doing that, I know a lot of, I'm a damn big ass, so I still watch, a few cartoons. I'm a big Simpsons fan. Of course, they say this. I'm sure neither one of y'all ain't never seen the Simpsons, the actual movie, like the Simpsons movie. So in the movie, man, what you did? You threw me off, man. Look, in the movie, they say like something happened, so they put like a bubble over the whole town. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's funny that you say that, and people always try to throw like, you know, the Simpsons predicting this or predicting that. Like, I don't know. So you mean to tell me y'all think we living in a bubble?
Well, you know what's a good one about that bubble mess though, but me and Kim was talking about how the Simpsons is just so cold with what they do, but that's a whole conversation. Man, the Truman Show.
That's another one.
Golly, when I saw that movie right there, I really was like, oh man, like, and see, I also feel like they be trying to tell us or mock us when they do these movies or whatever. But anyway, look, I look at all these celebrities right here, dude, with the one eye right here.
Well, now, when you like, I'm scrolling down. I don't know a lot of these people, but when you put an apple over your eye, it's like, bro, some of the stuff, like you say, is like,
hey, dude, anything to cover that eye up, dude.
Who? Now, I guess the bigger question would be like, who is the Illuminati?
Yeah.
I see you all. Like, who is these people? Like, man.
Look, what did you just do? That was pretty dancing. Look, I'm here. I ain't hip to that. Could the people see that?
The screen sharing?
Yeah, they see that.
Oh man, look, I'm old country guy myself. You know, I don't know.
So yeah, I don't know, man. Look, I'm gonna tell you this. You can come to me with any conspiracy theory, quote unquote,
and we can have a conversation.
And I'm gonna be like, you know what? Tell me more about it.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
I told somebody the other day, I don't believe nothing that I see on TV or hear from.
No, you can't take nothing at face value, man. No.
For any of that. So it's like you can miss me with anything that you got from any of those type of sources.
Oh yeah. No, we definitely can't buy into that. So all I would say, like I said, and I feel like it's consensus, is just do your research. Do your research, and if you want to dive in the rabbit hole, dive down the rabbit hole, but make sure you got your life jacket on and be ready to swim. Your ass might drown. All right. Oh, moving right along. We're gonna get on into it. This next topic, pretty hot. Should all drugs be legal? How do we feel about that?
Why did that make me laugh?
Well, it's a laughable topic because I know why it made you laugh, because if you just thinking like, what if everything was legal? It's like, oh my goodness, it would be fucking chaos. Because I mean, it's chaos now, and I mean, it's like if you could just walk in the store and buy like a $10 box of crack, like it would be fucking madness. I definitely don't think everything should be legal. I feel like.
Well, I'll just save it. I'll save it. Go ahead and say what you're gonna say. I'll save it.
I feel like if you gotta manufacture it, like crack. Now I'm talking about crack. Like, now,
I think people really smoking crack like that no more though.
They're not smoking crack. They smoking meth. You gotta make that shit. So if you gotta make it, then it should be legal. And I'm gonna even go as far as to say, like, because cocaine is from the earth. If you really,
it's a coca leaf, right?
If you really get down to it, cocaine is from the earth. So it's like, hey, if you want to do a little blow, go ahead and do a little blow. Marijuana definitely should not be illegal. That is the most ridiculous thing ever. But you know, it's 2020, man. I think everybody needs to just roll up and kind of chill out a little bit, like just take a puff and relax, man, and just get you somewhere. But you meth people and you crack smokers, nah, man, that's not cool, man. Come on over to the natural side.
Now I'm gonna say this.
No cocaine.
I'm gonna say this. I thought about that question. I was like, now you made a good point. If you got to manufacture it, then maybe you're doing too much.
You're doing too much, man.
But you have to think about how many times I done been to a homecoming game and they doing the mystery punch. And they just manufacturing different alcohols and they coming up with this creation. And it's like, man, you know, you done made this and that. Now I'm gonna say this. So I guess you like, man, if you come to work and the dude on crack that day, and it's like, boom, what are you doing? Like, you just in the car smoking crack. So, I mean, but I guess the question is kind of like, they kind of like tell you what's good and what's not. Like alcohol, we know mess with your liver. We know cigarettes, so say, cause cancer, but that's cool. Marijuana, next 3-4 years gonna be legal in every state. So it's like, I ain't gonna lie to you, this gonna sound crazy. I'm gonna try to take myself out of it since it sounds crazy. But if cocaine was legal, and you know we all check it out. We all influenced by TV. You know, Scarface was known for sniffing a line. So if it was legal, I think a lot of people would be like, man, I'm gonna test it out. You know, it's a party drug. I'm gonna do a little cocaine today or whatever. Like, you know, you get your dollar and you know you sniffing it. But I guess what I'm saying is like, should it be free will to that's what I want to do. Like, should I be able to do what I want to do? It eliminates a lot of jail time. Like, man, he pulled me over, had a little cocaine, man, that's my business, you know. Like, so I get what you're saying though. Some of the drugs can't be controlled when you use them, so maybe they should be like, they helping you by making them illegal. But some of them, I think they just like, they're not ready to make legal because they can't tax it yet.
Some of the drugs, like Ross did make a great point. Like, I don't think we should just
we can't be out here just letting people smoke
crack. And smoke crack, and like, because we see what that do. Like, that's pretty bad.
Come in the house with damn TV gone because your auntie done sold a damn Blu-ray.
Let that go down when it's like right next to you or whatever. But look, I thought about they got countries out there, dude, that have decriminalized small amounts of drugs. Like, if you got a little crack on you, they not tripping.
What?
Watch here.
Just a little crack. You're all right, go on about your day.
Country to do this.
They confiscate the crack. Please,
didn't they say, I thought about this. Didn't they say that, like, in Amsterdam, like, I can remember this, bro. You know, my coach in college coached in that NFL Europe.
Mm-hmm.
And he was coaching for the Amsterdam team.
Oh,
and he told us that drugs over there was kind of like we talking about. Like you can see somebody on the street just smoking crack. And like they weren't really tripping. Straight up. Straight up. Look up Amsterdam. Look up Amsterdam.
I know the marijuana is legal over there. That's where everybody
Watch this. Marijuana been legal over there since back then when he was telling us this, and this was early 2000s.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, I think that over there they kind of got like, watch this. Other countries are a whole lot leaner or looser on drug use.
Because they got the same country they won't let you carry firearms either.
Well, if a nigga is just on the street smoking crack, I feel like I might need a pistol. For something, because it's like, you never know. I mean, hey, look, let me ask you this. Have y'all ever actually seen somebody smoke crack before?
No. See, that's a big point. That's a good thing.
Hey, seen somebody smoke crack before, like, you know, and it's like
it's not cool.
You like, this motherfucker fucking crack. I mean, like, hey man, you live life. Everybody got a story, and I got some stories on my side. But
well, okay,
I ain't never
did I think we can agree on this though. I think this kind of like the point with this whole drugs. I think that's what the other countries be doing. When people get locked up for doing something, and it's because they are addicted to drugs or whatever, we should be sending them to like a jail rehab center.
That's what your man want to do. You watch the debates, I'm sure, or maybe you.
Was that Biden?
That's what Biden.
It's starting on crack, ain't it?
Oh, is he on crack? I don't think the man is on crack.
Well, hey, if he on crack, but I know
you can tell a crackhead. Hopefully,
I don't know, but I think we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about Biden later. But yeah, that's what we should be doing with the people, man. But you know what's crazy? Well, who was that lady? Who was that Reagan wife who started the war on drugs?
Just say
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Nancy Reagan.
The DARE program.
Yeah.
We all. Well, I know pretty much 80% of our viewers and myself included probably done let his ass down.
Look, man, look, when they say when that shit started, it was like they started going after people on drugs like hard as a motherfucker and just locking them up.
The crack epidemic.
But see, that's also one of those conspiracies because they say that administration was the one that did the deal with the Noriega or whoever down there.
Nicaraguan and all that.
Yeah, the Contra or whatever, like
The people watch Snowfall.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about,
Yeah, watch Snowfall, that's all you got.
Hey, you know what? Watch this. You know, I don't know how nobody else takes it, but I take it like fucking slap in the face. That they'll sit there and say that this is not what happened, but then they will allow such a show to come on and kind of show you that this is what happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, oh no, we didn't do that, but then you give me. But think about it though, like Snow. I know everybody because then John Singleton, he was the
director, he created it or whatever, yeah.
He's just the director, but you gotta look at who writes. So whoever writes that show is the person, like, you know what I'm saying, like dive into them. That's the rabbit hole.
Yeah,
that's how it all ties in. Just go figure out who write that show. And then that'll take you down the rabbit hole and figure out about that person. See what they back.
Do you watch Snowfall?
I fell off on season 3, I think. Cause what?
One of the best shows on TV. I can tell you that.
What, they on season 5, 4, 5?
They probably on 5 now. Yeah, it's a good show, but it kind of like make it like America was like letting them do their thing because they was trying to get them to win some war. But you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now I guess what y'all saying. So y'all saying that if the drug is addictive and bad for your health, y'all don't think that one should be legal?
Well, I mean, if you think about it, like when you really truly break it down, all that shit is bad for you. But yeah, if you and that guy go under the sink to find something to make your drug to get high, then it's like, yeah, man, you doing too much. Like that's you just doing a little bit too much. Like you can't plant it and harvest it. I feel like you don't need to be doing it. So, like I said,
what drug do y'all think should be legal that ain't legal?
So check this out. We all know that marijuana should be legal.
True, we on that.
So check this out, Ross. Yeah. What about this? Now, I never did this, but I was thinking about this, Ross. You say if it can't be planted and harvested, right? Like marijuana, we know cocaine come from a coca leaf, but I still think you might have to do something. I don't know.
Because you know, poppy that's how you make heroin.
Look, but check this out. What about these? What about these, Ross? They also got other flowers and plants out there that if you eat them, they will make you hallucinate and get you.
The mushrooms.
I'm with that.
Like the mushrooms.
I'm with
That's
that.
what I was thinking about.
I support that.
So I've never done that.
I support that.
I've never done that, but it's like, watch this, Ross. How the hell can you stop me from planting that in my backyard and want?
I mean, you. I mean, like I said, you can't really. If you want to do some damn mushrooms, you plant whatever kind of mushrooms or figure out how to get the type of mushrooms that's gonna make you hallucinate, and you go plant them, and you fucking pick them and you dry them out and you eat them.
So let me ask you this. If somehow I was like pulled over or something and I got caught with the mushrooms on me, they'll lock me up?
See, I don't know. I mean, I think it is controlled. I think it is, but I think Colorado.
But I can say, sir, I got this out of my garden.
Well, sir, why do you have them in your pocket at 2:00 in the middle of the night?
Well, I mean, that's like the party. I mean, I don't know.
Well, what do you mean? Like, well, then right then, I already like it's something that you shouldn't have. You got a pocket full of mushrooms at 2:00 in the middle of the night.
Yeah, but man, if you grew it in your backyard, you should be able to do what the hell you want to do with it.
I think two of these drugs need to be probably used in certain places. Like just because let's say they made stuff legal, you still should not be able to have a job. Should still be able to say, "Oh man, you can't come to work. using these type of things because you can't because alcohol is legal, but you can't go to work drunk.
But I can wake up at if I gotta be to work at 9, I can wake up at 8 and get hammered.
Yeah. So I mean, that's your choice, I guess. Whatever, but you know, like, cause even certain pills that's prescribed, like you can't abuse. I guess you can't abuse nothing. But I never thought about the mushrooms. And I love mushrooms, but you know, I'm always cooking them. You know, so I'm like, that's pretty clear that the dry mushroom can get you a loose like Eminem when he first came out.
My man, the mushrooms will make you go loopy.
My man Cuddy and
I forgot about Cuddy. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Cuddy and Spitter are definitely fans of the shrooms, and it's like I've never done them personally.
I have heard Cuddy, and I know. Watch this. I mean, I'm sure Cuddy might have smoked.
Look,
crack
have you ever?
Oh
man, don't put my man out there like that.
So, you know my man go low, man. You know my man go low.
I would see Cuddy on heroin before. Anyway,
I know you fuck with that before.
have y'all heard about how when you know how Dave Chappelle got his ranch up there or whatever, he make you drink the mushroom tea. Y'all ain't heard about the mushroom tea when you go up there and rock with Dave? If you notice, look, another good show on Netflix y'all need to watch. My Next Guest Is. Dave Chappelle is on there with David Letterman. You know,
it's a great show. I told Chess, great show.
Oh yeah, it's wonderful. Dave is up there sitting on the stage with David Letterman. He's sipping something out of a mug, and I said, I bet you that's that mushroom tea. He up there just getting loaded, but they say it take your mind to like another. You got to be able to handle it. They say your first trip might take you somewhere you don't want to go, but once you learn how to handle it, they say go get in nature.
This would be my last point about it. I believe that if that mess grows out of the ground, and like they say they drinking it, and like Dave Chappelle saying that it's opening up. I believe that certain things like that open up your mind and let you do certain things. And I believe that it was put here for that reason.
To tap in, but that's another.
But that's another conversation too. So, but
drugs like may even like open your brain that you don't use to like. Now you seeing things a little clearer. I used to talk to a girl that used to tell me that when she smoked, she would read the Bible and it came across clearer to her. Like, you know, like she was like, she saw things different. And like, do y'all think these mushrooms and stuff like that can make you just like, it's enhancing your thinking?
Well,
maybe y'all should do something.
They say Moses, before Moses got the 10 Commandments, they say he saw the burning bush, right?
Right.
Think about it, burning bush. Now you done connected. Now you done connected to the high power and got the 10 Commandments. Come on now, let me take y'all.
I'm gonna tell you this.
The Indians big on it.
It's funny that you said that because I was actually thinking about how I believe there's a lot of references in the Bible where
it's a what they call it what they call it, double entendre or something like that, like it has double meaning.
I don't know that.
So yeah, I mean, you just gotta know how to. That's what they call reading in between the lines. You gotta know how to read in between the lines, which is attached to that rabbit hole. But
I was about to say, I think you got the title is rabbit hole because that's
smoke crack.
One right there too.
I'm gonna keep saying it. Don't smoke crack, guys. Don't smoke crack. That crack is not. All right, we're gonna get away from the crack talk and the heroin. We're gonna get into something just as potent. Can your significant other have a friend of the opposite sex? I'm gonna let Casanova de Ghetto go first on this one.
Let me say this. Now this gonna sound very contradictory, but I have been best friends with the opposite sex before, and strictly what is it, platonic?
Platonic.
Nothing involved, but just like best friends, and it's kind of almost like when you have an opposite sex best friend, it's like it don't really be like you see the sex of the person. It's just like y'all best friends, y'all just cool like that. But I can say that if my significant other had this so-called best friend, I don't know if I would be as cool with it. But I'm gonna say this too, like we got to keep it real. We got to keep it real.
Must keep it real.
We do not care if we feel like our significant other would no way, shape, and form be attracted to this person. I think that's the biggest thing about it. Because I'm gonna tell you something, we don't care if the opposite sex likes our girl. You don't care about that. You're more worried about if you think that one day your girl or your man, or if your woman will slip up and like this person physically. So I mean, we just gotta be real. Like, so I think that a lot of times, I had a girl and she was like, the guy was just, I knew she didn't like the guy, but I knew that the guy liked her, and he was just waiting on the chance for somebody to slip up and him to make his move. So I wasn't worried about it though, because I knew she didn't like him in that way. So I think that you can be friends with the person. It depends on too. Are we talking about a person you didn't know since high school, since elementary? Like, where did this friendship start? This can't be no friendship starting when you're 30. This ain't no friendship from 30 years old. So I think it's a lot of circumstances that matter. But as the person that's trying to see if your significant other can be cool with this guy, I think we don't strictly go off if we think our person is attracted to him. So that's my take on it.
I mean, I feel like you said, that's my biggest thing. How long has this friend?
Yeah.
It's like, if we got together in 2010, and you come in 2011 talking about, oh, that's just my best friend. Like, you know what I mean? Like, wait a minute, now, hold on. Jimmy Ray just came along just back, you know what I'm saying, just back then. So it's like, how long have you known this person? If it's something that went back to like elementary school, even middle school, I'd even say high school, and y'all never really did nothing, never did nothing physical, but that's just like you said, like, that's just your friend of the opposite sex that you share, you know, common interests with. Y'all can talk about things, but I feel like that's all right. But
Bro,
what y'all boys say? No new friends.
Something physical, but it was back in high school, and it was like one time, and they was like, it's just, you know, that just happened.
I feel like if you honest about that, like once you start telling me about this person, and you be like, hey, you know, we've been friends since middle school, but we banged in junior year, you know, it didn't mean nothing. Like, it's like, okay, hey, you told me right then. But if you tell me you and Jimmy Ray used to, you know, ride the bus, and now I come back and I go to the high school reunion 6 years later, and I find out you and Jimmy Ray done hunched, now it's like, okay, wait a minute. You know what I mean? It's just be honest, just be upfront.
Hey, before he go, let me ask you this: have y'all ever been best friends with a girl that you wasn't trying to mess with?
I wouldn't say best friends, but friends, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this, bro. Let me speak to this one.
Come on now, preach to him.
I'm gonna tell you this, man. It wasn't until probably 5 to 7 years ago that I ever knew what that was. I never had a female around me that was just my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't even know, like, watch this. I had girls that would be around me, and I would be like, well, like, you know, they would be cool, and then, like, we might just be friends, but then I'd be like, man, I gotta try to find a way to have sex with her. Like, you know what I mean? That used to be me. But let's get back to the topic at hand. It's all about the time frame. Y'all already said that, of course. Happy, you know, dude you just met at the bar last night.
Yeah, nah, he's your best friend. No, hold on, but see what'll happen is, okay, before you continue, let me just kind of give you a little perspective or a little preface. Let's say they met in college. You know what I mean? Like, you met her freshman year, she met him sophomore year. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you wasn't really too serious about her freshman year.
No doubt.
You kind of had a little thing going on, but then she met him. I'm going to just keep sticking with Jimmy Ray. She met Jimmy Ray sophomore year. And then it's like, you and her pick back up junior year, but now Jimmy Ray done kind of slid in, and Jimmy Ray is just a friend. So now how do you handle it?
Well, I'm going to tell you this. Me personally, Jimmy Ray got to get on from around here.
Jimmy Ray sound like an old strong country fella though. He sound like he might.
I don't know about Jimmy Ray. He was around back then. I don't really know why he was around back then. And then he's still around. We was in college. I don't really know. I don't like that. I don't like that whole picture of it. But like this, what is it? What do you do if you marry? Like
See,
I'm married, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you this. It ain't no such thing as a friend that ain't both of our friends.
There you go. There you go. We should
Straight
all
up.
be friends.
Watch
Be
this.
all
And
friends.
see, I learned this the hard way, fellas. And trust me now, fellas. If you think that you got a female that's a friend and you married or you got a woman you about to get married to, you can't just like be that girl friend and then like she not have no communication with your wife ever. Like,
Right.
Like they gotta be like and like they gotta like watch this. Your wife gotta be comfortable with her.
Right.
Look at this. Your wife gotta be just as comfortable as your black ass is talking on the phone with her is than you is. Like, it's cool. It's not gonna be cool.
But are we accurate on that? We know that your wife will be less comfortable based off the attraction that they think you have for the girl.
No doubt. No doubt.
So
They can be real. They can be real. If they big and sloppy and not that attractive in the eyes of my wife versus somebody who is in the gym and hot.
Super hot. I mean, super hot. We gonna say 6.5.
I can hear something like, I don't know if you should really be friends with her. Like, I can hear something like that. Like,
okay. Look, as the driver of this bus, I'm gonna take somebody down a little journey. How does that conversation go, married man? You the only one on here with that ring on your finger. So when she says, I don't think you should be friends with her. Now, do you think it should be worded just like that because you know how she is? Or do you think it should be presented another way? Like, how do you take it when you get that?
Well,
like, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you this. It's all about the relationship, right? And y'all know our relationship. If she told me just like that, I don't think you should be friends with her. And I know what we all looking at the same thing. I would tell her, you know what? You damn right. I don't need to be friends with her. So you know what I'm saying? Like, but like, watch this though. If you see, I'm gonna tell you this. You know, we were talking about this other day. Back in the day when I was young, don't tell me what I can and can't be doing.
That's what I was about to say. See, that's a sign of maturity because somebody might take that same thing that you just said and it's like, what the hell you mean I can't be friends with her?
Right. But see, that's
like, you know what I'm saying?
But like you said, that's a sign of maturity because I mean, if that's my wife and she like, I don't think you check this out. If she like, I don't think you should take your ass and walk off that cliff over there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's gonna be like? Don't tell me what to do. Oh, I fell out the cliff. Like, so it's like, check this out. If you got a spouse or significant other, or whatever. But see, that's just because we real though. And see, we would be real about the fact that that lady is hot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would be real with her, Ross. Like, you know how some dudes ain't gonna be real.
Oh man, she don't look that good. But
right, like, man, ain't nobody worry about that woman, man. She ain't this. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, damn, she hot. And then you know what? She do be kind of flirting with me now and then, you know, like, so you right, I need to move away.
You see, and that's just you knowing you don't even want to bring that static in. So
that's
I feel like
I was thinking about, like, man.
So if you can eliminate a problem before it even happens, then don't even invite it into your. Don't even invite it in.
They'll hold on to their pride. That's pride.
That's a mofo right there.
For you to say, man, don't be telling me what to do, and then start a whole argument about somebody who don't even matter. Like that's nonsense to me. Like that's unnecessary argument.
Well, I'm gonna say this, like you say, it's basically kind of like then you will start calling the wife insecure, and it's like, well, don't make them insecure. If she's telling you that she ain't comfortable with it, it's like you can't roll with it. I'm gonna tell you something else. If that person really your, you're gonna be like, man, I respect that. Like you got to put your wife or husband first, so it's like they gonna respect that. But I think too, it also probably depend on. Now, what if you don't want to be friends with this guy that she say is so her best friend, and you like, I need to be friends with him too, but you like, man, he lame. I ain't got nothing to talk to him about. Like, that's your boy. So you might not want to be friends with him, but I think as a man, as a woman, we always think that the person got what is alternative motives or whatever, ulterior motives. And I'm gonna tell you this too: would it matter if the other person has a significant other also? Like, would that make the person feel more comfortable? Well, he married. He ain't thinking about me, but
yeah,
and then it's gonna depend on how much you talk to this person.
I'm gonna say this about
it
the
does
whole.
matter a little bit, but people cheat. So
Yeah.
About the whole like you don't want to be friends with him or whatever, but let's say it's a guy that she's known since middle school.
I'm gonna tell you this, Rob. I hate being friends with a new dude.
Well, that's what I'm gonna say.
Don't you hate that, man? Man, I ain't trying to meet no new dude.
I'm old, you know, I got them old sayings in my back pocket. My mama say you gotta feed them with a long handle spoon. You gotta keep your enemies close. Like, so it's like, yeah, go on, tell him bring his lame ass home and y'all sit in the living room and do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be in the back doing what I'm doing. Like, yeah, tell him go come over here and come to the barbecue. Like, I want you to come over here. Like, I don't need you going to Jimmy Ray house. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I don't like Jimmy Ray.
Hey, what is that? Rob. What is the name of that song? I used to be working with that band, and I used to tell you they used to be listening to. They used to talk about he don't slip in your back door.
You talking about Jody? Jody gonna leave footprints on your carpet and ashes in your ashtray. That's what Johnny Taylor said. Come on,
Johnny Taylor.
Johnny Taylor say Jody gonna leave footprints on your carpet and ashes in your ashtray. And it's like, that's the kind of shit that'll hurt you. It's like, yeah, you was in there with my lady, but damn, he done left 2-3 joints he done put out in here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he done left a couple cigarettes in here.
That thing, big tune.
Jody chilling. Jody in your crib chilling. So that's what'll hurt you. But hey, man, keep Jody out your business.
So I think that's what I would say lastly on that. So you just said it, like, whether if it's a female or male, that don't matter. If that's your friend, then they need to come around and make themselves friendly.
Yeah, you need to come be friendly, homeboy.
Right. If that's your friend, then
Come get you a plate.
Face, and he need to be friendly. And watch this. When he come around, it don't need to be no you know, none of that. Like, you know what I mean? Let me come feel the friendship out.
But you know they gonna have little side jokes and all. Like, I'm gonna tell you, ain't your wife cool with somebody that she been doing a long time to do all that joking?
I saw him in the gym today.
Oh, I don't know who we talking about. I'm thinking, yeah, okay.
Well, you probably think about somebody from back home, man.
Yeah, back home. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well, I saw one of her guy friends in the gym today. But watch this. Every time I see him, you know, it's straightforward. Anytime we done went out to eat together and stuff, we done did what we saying, that Ross saying, like, make yourself friendly.
Let me see you. Let me put eyes on you. I gotta put eyes on you. Let me see what you're talking about, because it's like all that, oh, well, yeah, I'm going over Jimmy Ray house for this barbecue. I know you don't want to go. You can stay here. Like, the hell I will.
No, man.
The hell I will.
Like you say, all that stuff matter. That stuff, like you saying, like trying to blow me off because you think I don't want to go. And then, like, what y'all doing together? Like, ain't no out of town trips with him.
Oh, no. Now watch this. Now one time,
complete idiot.
You are an idiot. Like, if it's a friend, like I can remember a time where it was a friend from like elementary, middle school, and it's like they kid birthday party.
Yeah.
And they married, and there's gonna be other people there. Look, please by all means go without me.
But if it's a cocktail party at the Sugar Club, You don't know about that one, huh?
Well, watch this. Look. I might have to put my tight shoes on and go out with it.
Gotta run with the tight shoe button. Gotta put your tight shoes on.
Hey, before we go, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this one time. Before you go to, this what happened to me one time. I was friends with this girl and the dude for a long time, and then it's like when everything was good, none suspected, none of that. When things go bad, you start looking at things different. Like, what's up with that? And it's like, dude, ain't never been nothing up with that. But now you might be tripping because you insecure because of this and that or whatever. So it's like things change. Back, Chess in the living room now, like, why they laughing so hard in the back on the phone? But they always laugh. But now they got problems, so.
So damn funny.
Yeah. So.
Or they could be the whole time been banging, and now y'all got problems. They been banging.
Yeah, that's true too. It could go both ways. I mean, you gotta watch yourself. That's why I say make sure your grass is cut and your lawn is watered, so you ain't gotta worry about that. You ain't even gotta worry about none of that. So, all right, well, moving right along. We're gonna go head on. We ain't gonna even get the brakes on this one. What the hell is wrong with Lil Wayne? There we go. This is the entertainment for the week. What's up with y'all guy, man? What's up with the GOAT? That's what y'all call him, ain't it? What's the problem? I think he want a tax break. Ain't no thing. That nigga want a tax break, but that's just. But
well, okay, look. I'm gonna just say that. I'm gonna just go because you just said that. Like, I mean, cause like I don't know how much money these people make, but watch this. I don't know their expenses.
A substantial amount.
We know that they got major expenses. They taking care of everybody in their family type of thing. So we don't know what their money look like or whatever. But like, do you think Lil Wayne really worried about a tax break?
I mean, I don't know. Like you said, I was about to say something. It's like I don't even know, because like I said, you don't know what his expenses are.
You don't know, like because I'm thinking like he could be really like bro, like
not broke, but kind of like tight with his cash, like
right. Like I'm not talking about broke. I'm just saying like he could be really thinking like, man, I want.
That's a big increase. That's a big increase.
Look at it like this, like okay, like what you just said. You don't know his expenses or his income per se. It's like, but Lil Wayne or 50 Cent or whoever else, they might be frugal type people. So it's like, okay, if you're gonna give me a cut, and I'm with you. But then you got Diddy, who shit, I ain't worried about no cut. Like hell, you know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about no taxes. He gonna roll the other way. And those are just examples, by the way. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you never know. They might be frugal people. Like, yeah, I got this money, but that don't mean I want to be broke. So
yeah, see, that's what people be kind of losing me on. But I mean, that's a whole conversation in itself. But it's like if Lil Wayne is making $100 million, let's just say a year, just a round even number, 100 million.
A year? Or that's how much he works?
I'm just saying, okay, watch this. If he's worth $100 million, okay, and they say, and let's say he's getting taxed 30% right now, that means he got to give up $30 million, right?
Right.
So if the new guy is gonna come in and tax me at 65%, then you're gonna pay
you do
$5 million and leave me with 35. Like I don't really know how those numbers work, but like I know this. Watch this. I know this. That those people that got a lot of money, that's why they say they be taking their jobs overseas because they be taxing the hell out of them, and they be like, the hell with this. I'm just gonna go over here. So
offshore bank accounts.
And I think that like, I don't know, maybe we should be a little more fairer with the taxes with them so they'll keep their shit here.
But are they, just because you keep it here, are you gonna benefit from them keeping it here?
Somebody will.
Oh, it won't be our asses. So you mean tell me you feel like if Lil Wayne and whoever else kept their money here and didn't do offshore accounts, if they do have those, you feel like that the economy or whatever you want to call it would be better?
Well, this will go back to the rabbit hole because I'm gonna tell you this. I don't believe nothing they say. So I mean, they say they pay taxes and the taxes build roads, schools, and this, but that's just a damn commercial. So,
man, let me tell you, I'm in Dallas Fort Worth. I was just out here last weekend. Damn, 360 is probably one of the worst damn highways in this state. And so is 635. So if you spending all your tax money on roads, well, where the hell is it going? Because this shit is horrible out here.
no, we know it. Man.
So, like you say, like think about it. We ain't just talking about taxes for that one check. We talking about taxes for the next 4 years. So that's gonna end up to be a lot.
I think they do them like on a. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I think they do them like at the end of the year, like you
Yeah,
know what I'm saying. So we gonna hit your ass with one whop, especially when you in that type of industry, whether it be entertainment or whatever.
Okay, well let's say this too then. So we talking about Lil Wayne and the rich people. If they making up, let's just say 5% of the population, they should never be able to just them get a president in or out the office then. Like the president should always be Democrat if it's just the rich people vote for the Republican or whatever. So, and then think about this, it always go back to the rabbit hole. Think about this. Maybe they know something about Trump that we don't know, because like, could you really see your block is hot, Lil Wayne, Many Men, 50 Cent endorsing Trump? Look at Chess. I mean, like, maybe he ain't as bad as we think, or maybe Biden ain't as good as we think.
Well, Rob. Well, let me just say this, dude. Okay, because you just made a good point. That is not the block is hot, Lil Wayne, and that is
true.
Many Men, 50 Cent.
No, we talking about different.
I really do think that you can get to a certain point to where, like, so we know.
Do you see things clearer now? Do you see things clearer?
No. When you, I don't know. I was about to say no. I was about to say no. Hell, I don't know. I ain't never been a millionaire, so hell, I don't know what they see.
I don't think that it's clear. I think that it's just a different perspective. It's just a different perspective. Look, Ross, before we got on, we was talking about, check this out. This is a good thing. Before we got on, we was talking about staying in hotels.
Mm-hmm.
And if you take your ass to a hotel that got 50 floors, your experience gonna be different if you get the 5th floor
versus the 39th
versus the 45th floor.
Yeah, it's different.
So it's like, watch this. I'm gonna come downstairs. Watch this, Ross. If you stand in the 5th floor, I'm gonna come downstairs. We're gonna all meet down there for breakfast, and I'm gonna be like, man, shit, it's a little different up there. You know, I can see this, and you gonna be talking about things that you don't even know nothing about.
Right.
Because you're on the 5th floor. So it ain't clearer, it's just different, and I don't think that they can understand anymore the low man.
Yeah. So should we knock them for doing what they doing?
Oh, no,
because like you said, like it's like you say, like you want a different level of thinking. So it's like when Lil Wayne and 50 Cent, we talking about Lil Wayne taking a picture with Trump and saying he endorsed him. It's like Lil Wayne kind of thinking like, man, it ain't what y'all think it is. We all about, like, everybody got different perspectives now. He worried about the economy. He worried about this. And you know, when you're on a lower level, we worried about other stuff. So it's like, let them vote how you gonna vote. You vote how you gonna vote. And whoever fit your vote better, that's who you give it to. So, I mean, I think we be going too much into race when we talking about them, who they voting for. Like, it ain't based off race. He ain't voting for Trump because he racist. Or we ain't voting for Biden because we think he ain't racist. It just, they benefit us in different ways or whatever.
It's all about
I think what's bad about it and what make it kind of strange is, like, I kind of feel like, well, like, you didn't have to go and do this.
Well, yeah, but it's politics. So anytime you get an opportunity to get a photo op with a Lil Wayne or a Young Jeezy or Rick Ross, like, why the hell with you? Like, you say charades?
No, I'm saying on Lil Wayne's side of things, like, he didn't have to go do that.
I thought you said they was playing charades. But it's like, yeah, they are playing charades.
Yeah, look, they're playing some bullshit.
We don't even know when the picture was taken. You know, that's politics. When do I put it out?
Well, I tell you what, you can look at the picture of Lil Wayne head and tell when that was taken.
Is the real
That boy look like he got a 3-piece fillet from Monkhouse Seafood.
Man, his head is terrible. But anyway.
Man, that's a whole, I don't know. That ain't.
Yeah,
man, that shit look bad on his head. I'm telling you, it look like catfish on his head. Like,
it
looks
looks horrible. It looks horrible. It didn't look
He ain't got them Jerry Rice braids, do he?
Man, it's Jerry Rice braids look immaculate. What that dude got going on right now. Get all my boy on, man. Y'all leave Weez alone, man.
So what about this? All I have been hearing is seeing, oh, this is the most important election of our day. I'm so sick of hearing that. And I'm so sick of watching. I'm so sick of seeing and hearing these commercials. Joe Biden and his commercials, to me, are some of the most disrespectful shit I've ever seen and heard.
The commercials?
Like they so like the ones that I've seen is like, okay, watch this. I can't get this out of my mind with Biden. Well, I mean, you're not black if you don't vote for me. I mean, what are you talking about? Like that whole thing right
Get your black ass out there and vote for me, son, bitch.
Look, when he told that to Charlamagne on that interview,
that was crazy.
Set the par for his whole thing. Like,
yeah, but what about when Hillary said she had the hot sauce in her purse?
She didn't say that.
Right.
She didn't say that.
Like, what are you talking about, lady?
It's like you got to tap into the culture, man. That's what
Man,
the politicians do.
Full of shit.
That's what they do.
And regardless of the outcome Tuesday, it's all full of shit. How about that?
There you go. Preach, brother. Well, speaking of politics.
So, I don't know, though. I'm going to tell you this. I'm very interested because I had forgot, honestly, that like, damn, this shit is Tuesday. And I'm very interested to just see the
fallout. Fallout.
Yeah.
The fallout.
There you go. Bomb is gonna drop on Tuesday, folks. You can either be in your bunker, you can be the eyes wide open and see what's happening. So we're gonna catch the fallout on Tuesday. Well, the fallout from this review of the week. Look, y'all like props? Let me get my props for this review.
Oh no! No, I wasn't expecting it.
Now, first of all, we're talking about Big Sean, Detroit 2. Now, let me tell you why. And this is actually a battle that I have with myself when it comes to Big Sean because I like him. Man, I'm trying. Let me preface this.
Let me tell you something. I didn't know this about you. I'm learning this as I go.
Let me preface this though. I want to be very, very clear. Big Sean is very lyrical, but I think he loses me with his flow and his delivery. Like his bars, his words are fucking immaculate, but the way he give it to me is just like you know what I mean? Like I just can't like. Now I will say the one with Nipsey, of course, was banging. Hold on, let me pull up the list because he had some on there that got me. The one that I'm in Zen mode. I like that one.
Yeah,
I like that one. That one was cool. But man, it's just like I don't.
There's a lot of songs too. There's a lot of songs.
That's what I was about to say. I don't need that many songs. Like if you give me that many Big Sean songs, you gonna lose me. I need about 10 to 11.
Yeah.
But if you give me more than that many, then it's like, man, you gonna lose me with Big Sean, man, because his voice is, he got a good voice, but the delivery is just like, I feel like I'm in the smoky room with the lights low, and it's just like, okay, I'm just kind of sitting here chilling, like, you know, just it's gonna pop off, like, you know what I mean? But hey, man, different strokes, different folks. I'm gonna let y'all.
Let me tell you about Big Sean. I definitely thought it was a. I think skits with Erykah Badu and Dave Chappelle. They were just. I think Stevie Wonder too. They were just talking. So that was considered a song though. And I'm gonna tell you this: when Big Sean first came out with Kanye on the Good Music,
Finally Famous, you talking about that one?
Yeah, I thought he had a nice, like you say, he had a funny delivery. He had a funny delivery, and I thought he was gonna blow up. And I first heard him in the Cypher on the BET Award, and I was like, man, he got a nice little flow. But then it's like you say, he kind of got a different flow. Now this CD here, I feel like it's a real mature CD of him. You know, he went old Gina Cool, whatever her name is, and I like the CD. I think my favorite might have been the Demon song, maybe when he was. I like the songs when he was by himself, but I did like the Wale and Anderson .Paak. I like the Travis Scott. I like the Young Thug. He had a few songs, like you say, it could have been condensed down to maybe like 12, 13 songs. And I thought it was an overall like good CD, but like you say, Sean gonna always give you that girl side of the thing or whatever. But
that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, it was a cool. I didn't sleep on the CD, but I'm gonna tell you what, I hadn't heard him in so long, so it's like, okay, I can do Sean now. Now the next CD Sean come out with right behind this, I probably won't want to hear him right so fast or whatever, because I need a break from him a little bit. But I gave it a 7, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. When I listen to it, I'm like, that damn Nipsey Hussle, Young Thug, Travis Scott, when they touch a song, you know they on the song or whatever. Oh, give it to me.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
We talking about Big Sean. You sitting there talking about Nipsey Hussle and all these other people. See what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? Like, we need to be talking about Big Sean.
But I like the songs when he's by himself, though. But it's like,
I'll say this, and then Chess, you can go. As far as like with his delivery, I just discovered something on this CD. The one, the Friday Night Cypher or whatever it is, where everybody on there from Detroit. I kind of see that's like a Detroit thing, and Big Sean might be the one that set the bar for that type of flow or that type of delivery. But he might have picked it up from somewhere else. But it seemed like that's what them cats outside of Royce and Eminem, it seemed like that's what they do. Even if you break down T Grizzly, if you break down the way the delivery, yeah, I mean that's chess balls, but whatever, that's neither here nor there. But if you break down his delivery, you slow him.
I didn't give a thumbs down, but yeah.
If you slow him down a little bit, his delivery is almost kind of like Big Sean. Like it's almost like they telling you a story. Like I was standing at the store going to go get some milk.
They do have that flow, like you saying. They do have that flow.
So I think that's a Detroit thing. Like, you know what I mean? So that's why I say his bars are top notch. I'm just not really feeling the flow. Like I guess I'm not a fan of that flow. That's just me.
Let me say this though. I would love for Chess to tell me and people watching why he called you a Big Sean hater, because I really didn't know this. You had this stigma on you.
Well, he called me a Big Sean and a Wale hater. Because I just keep
he's a Big Sean hater and a Wale hater, and I'm sure I can come up with some more.
I don't hate on Wale.
But let me say
I actually like Wale.
I can remember when Big Sean came out with Finally Famous.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, Finally Famous, like you can't say that that's not like a top-notch album. And this dude here was like, man, I don't like that, man. I don't feel Big Sean, man. Like, and I'm just like, what? He just always has had this feeling towards.
Maybe you just don't like him though. We can't throw the word hate out too loosely.
It's fair because you gotta let somebody say like, man, I just don't like his flow. And because it's true that like he got a different type of flow. And when I first started listening to this album, because another thing that was good that Renell said was, I had took a break from Big Sean because you can't do too much of him, like, because I wouldn't say like you go to sleep.
You honestly have no choice but to take a break from Big Sean because he don't drop it every 2-3 years. So you'll get a break. You'll catch him again in 2023. Like he don't do mixtapes. Like
but we don't need a lot of them though. We don't need a lot of.
Well, he's past that level. That just lets you know what that means. He's past that level the way you got to hear it.
I'm a Big Sean fan. When I first listened to the CD, the album, whatever, I was kind of like, eh. But then when I went back the second time, I was like, okay, this is Sean. It was almost like I forgot who I was listening to the first time. And when I went back the second time, What?
I'm agreeing with
And
you.
look, when I got into it, and I'm listening to Dave Chappelle tell the story about Detroit, and then you know he got me when he brought my girl on there.
Oh man, that was like a whole like vibe right there, wasn't it?
Man, he topped it off at the end with Stevie Wonder though. Like,
See,
What's your favorite song?
I ain't gonna even lie to you. I checked out of there before that one. My favorite song was
I'm sure you did. Look, I'm sure you did.
my favorite song was Lithuania with Trevor Scott. I like ZTFO. Zen the fuck out.
Look,
Look, it took me a while to get into the harder than my demons. Like when it started.
I like that one. That's one of my favorite ones.
When it started, I was like, okay, where's this going? And then once he got into it, it's like, okay, I see where you're going with it. So yeah, I like that one.
Look, that right there.
Is what?
That's his style. Like how you said, like, I'm like, man, what is he doing in the first? But then it's like, oh, okay, I see you going, but you know what? The one, I think it's the one with Travis Scott. No,
Lithuania.
it's the one with Young Thug.
Hey, you have to stop this too, Young Thug. You have to get that man his props. Hey, Ross, he talking about you. The boy's a Young Thug hater, but every time he mentions him, he always references it was jamming.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this.
Look, what they tell them people, what they tell them folks whenever they got a problem, you just gotta admit
You gotta admit it.
the same way.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Kid jams, man. Thug
The boy jam, man.
the do be jam.
I have a bias toward Young Thug. And we'll talk
You gotta let it go.
We'll talk about that off air. But every time I do be listening to people's stuff and it's like it be a jam and I'll go look, or now I ain't gonna lie. Now I know his voice.
Yeah.
I know, look, I'm not gonna lie. I know that devil when I hear it and he be jamming. And I'm like,
Just embrace it. Just embrace it.
It brings you in.
But look, my favorite song, so I won't name none that y'all said, the Cypher.
The Friday Night Cypher?
I like the Cypher with everybody on it, and I'm gonna tell you somebody that I think you need to visit one day.
Boldy James.
Eminem.
I like Boldy.
Who is he?
Eminem.
Oh, whoa. You guys don't do that to me, man. Please, y'all.
Man, don't do it to me either. Hey, Ross, I'm with you on that.
Look, man,
Okay,
you been out, man. Don't do that to me, man.
Check me out now. Look, now I'm gonna tell you this. I think my review is next week, so I don't know. I got a lot of ideas.
Don't do it to yourself.
Check this out. You know, Eminem had been in his chambers or whatever for years. We don't know where he been.
People think he's a clone now, but go ahead.
Yeah, that's a whole other story because I might be with him. But I done heard.
I mean, yeah, we just gonna. We need to leave Eminem alone, man. We ain't gonna. I mean.
Look, watch this. I'm talking about his music. I have heard him on maybe about 4 or 5 features here in the past couple months. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you heard the song with Kid Cudi?
With Eminem and Cudi? No, you know me, man. I don't like to do singles. I need albums. I don't like singles. Give me albums.
Yeah. Okay, well, watch this. Every song that he been on lately, he ripping it up. And it's like, watch this. You see how you kind of shrug your shoulders like, yeah, like he kind of always rip it up. Like, but it's like, so he need credit for it, huh?
Well, yeah, he does. That's what I'm saying. Like, I respect him as like, you know, I'm all about them words, man. I respect his delivery. I respect his lyrics. But I just don't really want too much Eminem. Give me Eminem on features. Everybody that loves him and wants albums can have albums.
I gave Big Sean a 7.5. 7.5.
And I'm gonna go ahead on and say I give old Sean a 6.7, almost a 7.
I I'm with you on that, Rob. I can give him like a 6.5, 7. Like I say, 6.7. It was better than average. It was a good season. It was well put together.
It was well put together. Like I do like well constructed albums. I feel like it was well put together, but I could have used a little less songs.
True.
And man, I guess like I said, that's just the Detroit flow. So I mean, that's what we got to deal with when we listen to Sean Don. I mean, hey, it is what it is. So, well, fellas, we done been look like I done burned the ears long enough. I'm gonna get out that line. Y'all make sure y'all tune in next week. Universal Citizens will be here. I know we've been kind of slacking, but hey, we about to pick this thing back up. Make sure y'all go and follow us on social media, on Instagram at Universal_Citizens318. Follow myself at Ross_318. Follow Renell at Renell J. Follow my man CJ at A_humble_center. This is Universal Citizens. And we locking up out of here. We getting out of here. Till next week, folks. Y'all be safe and be easy. Don't let that roller get you.